Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the LOKITHOR JP400. I'm going to do a quick review on this, do a quick demo, show you guys how it works, and then just give you guys my final thoughts. So LOKITHOR was able to send this out to me just so I can review it and demo it for you guys. So shout out to them. So let's get started. This is the LOKITHOR JP400. It is like a 3-in-1 type of deal. It's a jump starter. It's also a air compressor, so you can use it to inflate tires or balls, whatever you want to inflate. And it's also a battery pack, so if you want to charge other electronics, you could as well. So this is the jump starter itself. And then what you also get in the box is you get your USB charging cable. It is a USB A and a USB C. You also get nozzles for the air compressor. As you can see, you have a needle, and then you also have different other heads right here too. And then you also get a bag for carrying the jump starter and all the other accessories that you get. And then here you have your air compressor hose. This you just screw it in and then you can just use it. And then here, this is your jump starter cable right here. As you can see, you have your positive and your negative. And then you have your user manual. Make sure you read this. It has a lot of useful information. I'm not going to go over every single thing on this product. So make sure you read this. Make sure you read the safety instructions. And then also make sure you go through this whole diagram of the product on what every button, every indicator on the display here means. That would be really helpful for you guys. So let's get back to the jump starter itself. Like I said, this is the LOKITHOR JP400. This is how it looks like. It's really light. It's not heavy at all. It's about, I'd say, 5 pounds or less. This way, it's about 7 inches. And then this way is about like 4 inches. And then this way is about like 2.5 inches. So really small product, really portable. You could carry this with you anywhere. You could just leave in your car if you need like a portable air compressor or a portable jump starter. So on the front here, you have your buttons. This is your flashlight. That's your power. Your mode here just cycles through the air compressor modes. And if you press and hold that for 5 seconds, you actually jump into manual boost mode. So manual boost is like you're just manually overriding all the safety features that's built into this. And you're just manually jump starting your battery. And then pump here, it just activates your air compressor. You have your plus and minus for your air compressor settings. So I'll turn this on. As you can see, it turns on. And then this whole front here is your smart LED display. And then I'll do mode. As you can see, it's in bar. Bar is the same thing as PSI. You just kind of have to do the math or the conversion. I think 1 bar equals about like 14 PSI. So you guys can do the math. But as you can see, it's on a car right now. You press it again, that's a bicycle. Press it again, that's like a motorcycle. Press it again, that's like a basketball. So they kind of have like preset settings for certain things. But if you don't like that, you press it again. As you can see, everything disappears. It just goes to bar, and then you could just do it yourself. Or PSI, you could just do it yourself too. And I believe these you could also change it here. Yep. So you could change it here too. You don't want to cycle through the whole thing, but I usually just cycle through the whole thing, go to PSI, and just set the PSI setting for my car tires. And if you want to start it, just press and hold it. Press it again, and it'll turn off. It's pretty loud. It's not the quietest air compressor, but that's what you get when you get these like smaller air compressor. They're pretty loud. So like I said, I'm not gonna go through all the indicators on here. You can look through the user manual and you'll see what every single indicator on here means. And I won't be able to show you guys because it needs to light up for me to show you guys. So on the side here, you have your 12-volt out. And then on this side here, you have your USB ports. So you have your USB A, which is an in and out. And then you have your, oh, sorry, you have your USB A, which is only an in. And then USB C, which is an in and out. And now on the front here, you have your flashlight. That is 300 lumens. That's really bright. You get, I think, like 3 different modes, which is like SOS and just strobing and just regular flashlight. And then right here is where you put in your air compressor cord. And this is just the back side of it. More information on here, more indicators on what they mean. So, like I said, this thing is really light, really small, really compact, really portable. You could pretty much take this anywhere with you. And I'm gonna go outside. I'll show you guys how it works in the car. I'll show you guys the air compressor and also show you guys how to work the jump starter. All right, guys, so here's the demo for the air compressor. And then also I'm going to just demo the jump starter. I don't have a dead battery right now, so I'm just going to show you guys how to hook it up and how it works, but I'm not going to be jump starting any car. All my cars are working right now, so but I do have this tire right here. It's kind of flat, so I'm going to pump it up and show you guys how it works. So this is the air compressor, and then like I said, you get a hose that comes with it. You you can pretty much just use this tip right here. It should work. You put it right on the nozzle and then you lock it in like this. It locks in and then you should be good to go. So you make sure you put the hose into this end right here. So I'll just do that. Put it in there and just screw this in. And I'll show you guys. So like I said, you just put this tip right into the nozzle tip right here of the tire. And when you put it in, you're going to hear some air coming out. But once you lock it in, it's going to lock it in there, and then all the air is not going to come out anymore. It's going to be locked in. So just want to press it right in there. And like I said, you're going to hear air coming out. I can hear air coming out right now. And I'm just going to lock it in. And there you go. I don't hear any more air. And I turn it on. And as you can see, it's really cool. It's going to give you the PSI rating right now. As of right now, this tire is at 14.7 PSI. So I'm just going to adjust it. I'm going to go to 30 PSI for this tire. Once you set it, it's going to go back to the PSI that's reading. And then you just press and hold the pump right here. Just press and hold it, and then the air compressor will kick and it'll start pumping it up. So I'm going to start this up. I think my microphone might catch the noise. I'm not really too sure if I have the noise canceling on, but I'm going to turn it on. We're going to speed it up, and then just so you guys can see that it is pumping it up. All right, so I decided to just cut the video short, just because I pretty much just show you guys how the air compressor works on this thing. They do recommend that you let this thing cool for a bit, because when the air compressor runs, this whole cord kind of heats up in this area here too. I did let it rest for a couple minutes before I'm going to take this off. But once you use the air compressor for a while and then you touch it, you guys can definitely feel that it's really hot. So just be careful. That's one of the safety things they want you to know, that after you use it, wait a couple minutes, let it cool down before you take this hose off. So I'm just going to do that now because I let it cool already, and it's already cooled down. So that's pretty much how you use the air compressor to just pretty much put airs in your tires or your ball or motorcycle tires, whatever you want to do. So I'll show you guys how to use the jump starter next. It's really simple, easy as well. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to use this jump starter. So on this side here where it says 12 volt out, that's where you want to put in the cable. That's where you want to connect this cable, the charging cables, or jump starting cable. Make sure you match them both up correctly. So once you have it connected, you don't want to turn this on yet. Leave it off. Connect the jump starter first to your battery, and then you can turn it on. So make sure you get positive on positive, and then negative on negative. Then you can go ahead and just power it up. And as you can see, it's going to have a 10-second countdown. And then after the countdown, there you go, 12.6 volts. It'll read your battery volts, and it'll tell you how much volts you have on this battery. Like I said, the battery I have on now is not dead. My car's working fine, but I'm just doing this just to show you guys how this thing works. And after you're done, you can simply just turn it off. But make sure you take these out first and then you turn it off. So that's pretty much how you use this jump starter too. It's super easy to use. So before the video ends, I just want to go over a couple more things about this JP400. One of the safety features that I really like about this is the no spark safety feature. So if you were to accidentally touch these two cables together, you're not going to spark. And instead, it's going to throw out error code. It's going to throw out error code saying that the cables are touching each other. So that's really nice. Your traditional cables that connects two cars to each other, they're going to spark. So unlike this one, it's not going to spark free. So I really like that. And then also, I'm going to just show you guys how the flashlight looks like real quick. Like I said, it is 300 lumens, so it's really bright. You got to press and hold it, and then there you go. That's your flashlight. And then you do have different modes. And there you go, that's off. So yeah, that's the JP400, the LOKITHOR Jump Starter / air compressor / battery pack. So in my opinion, I really like this product. Like I said, it's a 3-in-1 type of deal. You get an air compressor, you get a jump starter, and you get a battery pack. Super useful, really compact, really small, really light. You could just put in your car whenever you need a jump starter, or you need an air compressor, you can just take it out and use it. Or you just need like a flashlight as well, or you just need to charge something, you can just go ahead and use this. So check it out. If you're looking for a 3-in-1 tool to put in your car or just keep around the house, or in case whenever you need to jumpstart a car, pump anything up, or just need a flashlight or charge something. This is the LOKITHOR JP400 multi-function jump starter.